It's season 27, episode 2 of Titus Pétange, 29th of April 2048. We've got one of the biggest European Luxembourg games ever, but it's not including us. We're not participating. In the Europa Conference League, Schifferlange and Jeunesse de Esch, if I got this right, I'm going to have to check, are facing off against each other in the semi-finals of that competition. And I think that might be the biggest Luxembourg tie, maybe, European-wise, of all time. I don't know, does it compare with a Champions League final for one team, having two teams in the Europa Conference League? One of them will make the final. Of course I'll be attending the final. I might even attend this if everything goes to plan against Arsenal in the Champions League semis. So here's a schedule. We just squeezed past Juventus in the quarters. We've got Bayern Munich as well. How about that? Squeezing past Bayern Munich in the first knockout round. So it's been a very tough pathway to the semi-finals so far, but we've got through it. We got the Luxembourg Cup final in between. Schifferlange, we got some revenge on Schifferlange, which is great. Maybe we should decorate our badge with 5 footballs just to commemorate, beating them by 5 goals to nil at that point. But it's great. It's great to see the other Luxembourg teams doing so well in European competitions now. It helps the coefficients massively, doesn't it? Oh yes. We are overrun by really, really good young right wingers. And it means that Romelu here, we've just brought off from the loan. I think he was on loan at Maccabi Haifa. We brought him out off loan because I want to start training him up as a striker. And boy, he's a joy to watch. Let me tell you, this man is a joy to watch. It's amazing that he doesn't have the player trait shoots on sight or shoots often, shoots from distance, because man shoots from distance. He is a cracking little player. Watch this space. 19 years old, Romelu. Excellent. So he could have been a right-hand-sided player. We're going to change him to a striker. Of course, Ugarelli is here as well. And we've had to take him off the personal additional focus plans because he started getting pissy about it. But his defending has increased. It's just how far does it go? So long as it gets into the green of defending, I'll be super happy. But he is a Mazzala type, isn't he? His vision's ridiculous. This is one of the best 20-year-olds I've ever seen. He is a different breed. This kid. He's tries long range. Oh, it's passes that, isn't it? Yeah, mate. He is absolutely outstanding. Would have been great as an attacking right mid. We don't need him as an attacking right mid. Except at the end of this season, we might use him in the Champions League because we got rid of the Dortmund player that we signed. And let's now go into the transfers. Oh, there's clauses aplenty. And loads of players that will eventually sign. Lovely stuff. Transfer history. When was the last time that we talk to one another? It might have been Copenhagen at home. 5-0 victory there. Let's go from November. I think it was about November time. So from November in. Okay. I know. It's Ian Cotton that we're looking for. I did have a little check on the previous episode before recording this. And, well, that's easy. Be Fabio, and then further on down. Outs would probably be easier to talk about first because there's not that many. Rubens, a central defensive player, Brazilian, went to Paris Saint-Germain. Only a 3.5-star potential. Now, they got probably a good player there. Asger Burke has gone off to Juventus. His potential has dropped all the way to 3 stars. So he was a bit of a dud. Marcus Chamorro is making noises saying that he was good enough to be in the first team of Titus Pétange. So I immediately sold him. I was like, you're not. You are not, my friend. See you later. £16 million to Jean-Buc Hyundai Motors. Mate thought he was ready for the Champions League winners and end up in Korea. Good work, mate. And then the big one, Ahmed Almazi, signed for 66 million, sold for 80 million. Not a bad little turnover. Great player. Definitely was at his ceiling though. Signed him for the short term. And even though it's a bit of a risk, I know Ugarelli can do a job right now. And we're bringing in a player that might be on the ins, actually. We'll do the ins first. Yeah, let's go for the... He is absolutely on the ins. Ian Cotton first, £21 million striker. Not turning out to be great, but you take them risks to reap the rewards. And how about this? After all the money that we put into our facilities, it's another Luxembourg 5-star player coming in from fucking Portugal. Honestly, why can't we have this guy? We signed him up really, really dirt cheap. So I'm definitely happy with the signing. And of course, we fast-tracked him to the first team to see if he really has got the stuff. And that kind of sped up the El Mazzi transfer, so he could essentially just facilitate for him. Thorsten Reske. Oh God, that's a great name, isn't it? try and say that. Thorsten Reske, right back. I don't know how much time he's going to see in the first team if that Luxembourg right back turns out to be decent. João Lucas, a central defender from Brazil. He looks like he's gone out on loan. Pretty cheap one at 5.5 million. What's his potential? 4 stars. Yeah, just one to sell on, make money. Evgeny Kazimov, a Russian goalkeeper, 6'2", perfectionist, but he's only got 4-star potential. Let's see what he can do. A really, really cheap signing. Radim Mak, 4-star potential, but take a look at the signing fee on this. £52,000. £52,000. That's like going back in time. That's dirt cheap. Kazimov was 13.5, and then you got Mateo Tamarit, who is a £22.5 million signing from, looks like Villarreal. Another Spanish player. How many more quality Spanish players are there going to be? The Spanish national team is going to be sodding loaded. Axel Claude, £22 million. Doesn't seem to be doing too great in the under-18s. He's absolutely immense on any of the right-hand side of positions. If only had... I just don't know. I don't know what to do with him. He can't defend, so he can't move there. He's fairly strong on the left foot. He could possibly go... I don't know. There's too many right-wingers, okay? Oliver Fraser. I think it's Fraser. 6'4", looking good. Balkaya. It's like Balkaya. How about that? Relatively cheap. Not as cheap as Balkaya. 4 million there. This is a belter. Soon as I saw him, I was like, this is going to be a great player. He's got food poisoning at the moment. Jorge or George. Answers on a postcard, please. Onganía? Yeah, that sounds about right. Jorge Onganía. That's what I'm going for. The Argentinian forward. Argentina are also coming in big. Like Borodino, we've got out on loan at the moment. We're just trying everything to make Borodino, step up to the plate. Where is Borodino? Goodness me. We'll find him again eventually. He's currently out with a pulled calf muscle, but we're trying everything to get his personality sorted. He's out on to FC Union Berlin at the moment. It's given us an opportunity to, play with Onganio, and he has got potential, obviously. Look at the wheel. The wheel. He's just turned 19, I think. Mate, the wheel. This could be a great wheel for a 20-year-old. He's got 11 months? 11 months to improve that. Incredible. Borodino, a 19-year-old as well. A little bit older though. Some belters. Argentina and Spain. The front lines are ridiculous. The front lines are ridiculous. Another striker. This one's Welsh, Adam Morgetson. 5-star potential, Welsh player. Keep an eye on him, 6'2". Coming in from Manchester City at 1.8 million. Jorge Onganio was 4.9 million. And then we got Jean. Is it Jean? Jean Gonzalez, an attacking midfielder. He did have high potential. I don't know where he's going to fit in. I honestly don't know where he's going to fit in. Great on the right foot as well. As if I can play him as a right winger. You can't do that. Development, we've got him as a forward. We're actually trading him up as another bloody forward. Oh, okay. It's 1.6 million. I think this team, this collection of players that we're building at Titus Pétange might be the most talented bunch that I've ever had on any save. It's just so packed. It is so packed. Look how many players we've got out on loan right now. It's almost hilarious. Andrei Pashka, well, it was a bit of a dud from, CFR Cluj. Oh my God, it is CFR Cluj. Unbelievable. Great photographic memory, I guess. And then Nicholas Calabrese is the final one here, and he is one of the most outstanding 16-year-old centre-mids I've ever laid eyes on. Look at the state of how good... This guy is so good for his age. Look at the state of that. Look at the state of that. World-class centre-mid. He's got to be, hasn't he? Unless, he hits that ceiling far too high and the report is a total mess. That's what you want as a centre-mid. Look at that. So well-rounded. It's actually disgusting how well-rounded he is at 16. Ugarelli would love to be that well-rounded. He'd fucking love it. All right. I think we've gone through everything. Retraining players that could potentially be right wingers, because we've got too many right wingers. We might have to get to a situation where we use the left winger as the inside forward. But that screws up the actual natural left wingers that we've got. Faisal Addy is only 25. He's going to be here for a couple of years. Yet. Unless we get a serious bid for him. Titus Pétange against Arsenal. I would love... Oh, I'm sounding a bit like Kevin Keegan. I would love for us to whack these out the park. Get them done very quickly. Raul Torres got slightly injured still. So, Michael Martinez. What I've been doing is dropping him in here. And yes, we are reverting to a 4-2-3-1. Absolutely ridiculous. When was the last time that you saw that? Paniagua is apparently a good attacking mid. He's so well-rounded now. That's disgusting. What a midfielder. How old is he? 22! We've got him for another 8 years. Well, I mean... There's just going to be a massive spell of dominance here from Titus Pétange. Shout-outs to Uriarte, by the way. Really good growth on him. He is now looking like a world-class player. Really loves the big games as well. 6'5", wheel like that, loves the big games. It's almost perfect. Champions League semi-final time. Let's fucking have it. Let's have it. Send these packing, lads. Mazegla's back. from the loan, as I suggested. Shackleton Dodd's back from his loan at Liverpool, as I suggested. This number 9 is the one that you've got to keep an eye on. He's the one that you've got to worry about. Paniagua. He is Ugarelli. Special player Ugarelli. Go on, Martinez. Oh, it's the Squadron. Squadron's in the Arsenal net. How lovely is that? How is Squadron doing? I'm sure he's doing great. Hernan Squadron. I thought he would develop a lot quicker than that. Jesus Christ, have you seen his value? He's not worth that. He's not worth that. He's a model citizen, though. Good for him. I think it's wonderful that first off, when Paradiso left, we signed up Ugarelli, and it's almost like Paradiso sprinkled his magic on Ugarelli. I thought he was going to be a good player, but the fact that he's turned out how he is turning out is wonderful. Just the timing of it. He came in as an 18-year-old. Good tackle, that lad. What a tackle, son. He came in as an 18-year-old as Paradiso left. We thought he was going to be a right winger with his wheel, but he's having to change a little bit. Ade. Although today he is a right winger. Get in there! Ugarelli scored! Yes, mate! Yes, mate! I'm talking about you. Nice, good timing. And I think it's also amazing that after, Paradiso's limelight at Titus Pétange, that there's been like this surge of really quality right wingers in the world. As if like they watched Paradiso and all of a sudden they got like proper determined to make it like Paradiso did. It's the Paradiso effect. He looked offside. Let's have a look. Might not be. It's a good delivery, isn't it? Really hard and low. There was a defender deep. Please disallow this. Yes. Skoko. I think we had Skoko. We definitely didn't have... Let's just have a check. Anto Skoko. That is not the player that... No, surely not. Oh my god. It was a long, long time ago. Wow, he's made something of himself. Good work. He's still a mercenary. Yeah. Big boy, though, at 6'5". Good player. Arsenal are a decent team. Fair play to them for like developing such a solid side. And you look at the match stats, they're really giving us a game here. We need to pull through. We need to get a couple of goals. I'd love to watch that Luxembourg semi-final. But obviously my team comes first. Modesto with the throw into Ugarelli. Ikechukwu Unwakali still struggling to break into the team. Assistant manager rather have Modesto as the right back option. It looks like it's going to be a chance for Arsenal. Go on. Oh my god. Right, okay. Gomez could have probably cleared that. It's taken a massive deflection. And Gomez kind of didn't really do much. Was it Shackleton Dodd that took a really big deflection off? Yeah, Shackleton Dodd looped it. Gomez decided to run for... I don't know, I've never seen that. That's a weird animation if I've ever seen one. Yep, still drinking with a straw. Mid-July, I've got my dentist, where everything should be filled and sorted. And I should be talking properly. And I should be happy, hopefully. Very even game. Can we change the even game? It's Raul Torres time, baby. Playing off that right. The 4-2-4 definitely suits us better. We'll bring on Unwakali for the right-hand side. I tell you something. Raul Torres coming back for this second leg is going to be massive. He's here now, but he is slightly injured. Just got to take it easy with him. Hopefully he doesn't reoccur an injury. Paniagua's captain at 22. Oh, Ade, take it down. I understand it was there to be hit. Take it down. Match stats, we are starting to overwhelm them. I think a bit of encouragement would be much needed, much appreciated right now. Damn, we're going to have to do it in London. Alright, we're going to have to do it in London. It's not something worrying. It's just that we should have done better there. And we haven't been great away in the Champions League knockouts this season. I'm going to heavily rotate, I think, against Racing Luxembourg. I did say that I would attend this, but it's nah, I can't. I have to simulate it. Let's see. Who won out of Schiffelange and Jeunesse de Esch? It was a 0-0 draw, so really advantage goes to Jeunesse de Esch there. I'm definitely watching the final. Whichever Luxembourg team goes through, I'm going to be watching it and cheering them on. Massive for the coefficients. Etzella went into the Europa League knockout round as well. Lost straight away to Liverpool. Oh, that's a big piece of news that we need to talk about. Wow. Okay, so we got Mengo, Kaike, and Torres committing futures. You can see you got bonus and clause, and you're like, what on earth is happening there? That is because I have decided that now is the right time to get a director of football in. Now that I've found a really good director of football, he handles the contracts. I was considering him as someone that could potentially recommend signings of players as well for the under 18s and 23s, but his first two recommendations I cancelled immediately because they were garbage. They were like, 3.5 star, 3 star, not players that will make it into the first team at any point. So he's just there to basically sell players that I don't want anymore and make sure that the contracts of the players that we have got keep on renewing. You know, it saves me a lot of time, essentially. We've got a hell of a lot of players now. And it's not like we're okay for money now. We're okay for money, essentially. If he wants to put in some clauses into contracts, that's fine. It saves me so much more hassle, him doing it, rather than me. And the technical director is essentially the same business, but for the staff. He's going to make sure that the staff contracts keep on getting signed. And look at the state of him. 20 negotiating on him. 19 negotiating on him. I think we're going to be in very good state. I mean, Torres, who is one of the world's best strikers, is 2-time or 3-time Ballon d'Or winner. Let's have a check on this. World award winners. That's a goal 50. Ballon d'Or. He's won more Ballon d'Ors than Paradiso. God bless him. Raul Torres, we've just got him on 120k a week. Good work. Very good work there by the director of football. Some big clauses, don't get me wrong, but very good work there by the director of football for sure. We got it. We're making money now. It's all good. It's all good. I do apologize if the lighting goes weird at any stage because I've got the curtains open and not closed. Uriarte has been showing remarkable improvements. Yes, he has. Look at that anticipation go up. And there you go. Some more signings. I just click a button. I say, you go and try and sign him and negotiate a new contract. And if he can't negotiate a new contract, he sends me an email and says this player is not willing to accept the terms. And then I can go and negotiate with the player. I negotiated with Sabotage, definitely. But I didn't negotiate with this lad, Yanya Care, whatever his name is. Quick pick. Saves me a bunch of time. Really expensive staff members. Not something that I would do normally, for sure. But we've got so many staff members and so many players now. I think it's the right time, and we're making stupid amounts of money. I could sell one second team player, the under 20. I could sell one under 23s player, and it would make the money that I have to spend on them guys up immediately that year. So it is no problem. That is another Luxembourg Cup in the bag for Titus Pétange. After extra time, Julian Uriarte! But his condition's bad now, because he's had to play 120 minutes. It's trophies. Think about the trophies. I've got a positive. Look, if I go out against Arsenal here... Oh, I said that I was going to watch that. Okay, no, we do need to win this. I was thinking that I would have a positive if we got knocked out by Arsenal. That I could go straight outside and enjoy a nice, relaxing day that I haven't had for ages because I was doing that soundtrack video for the main channel. Go and watch the Finding the FIFA's Best Song video. That is such a fucking good video. It's one of my finest works. There you go. Some more. More contracts accepted. Go on. I got a new loan manager as well. Real quality. Quality staff signings. That's what we're going to do. Loan manager. Doesn't have the analysing data, but bloody hell, everything else, top notch. So we'll keep an eye on him. He was much younger than my old loan manager. My old loan manager was better rounded, but didn't have this people management, judging player ability. These are just ridiculous stats. So let's see how it goes. Hey? I want to try the 4-2-4 again. Complete forward on support. This looks strong. Torres is back. Just about, anyway. And we need him. Come on, lads. Good hold of possession at the moment. Real strong hold of possession. Look at the state of this. 65%. We're keeping the ball. No key highlights at the moment. Arsenal just had a flurry of shots. Dejouy is playing? That's an interesting call. Especially not playing Burtgaard as a centre-back. Salas might be onside. Oh dear. I didn't like that. The left-hand side of our defence pushed up way too high then. Ugarelli got booked really early. Jesus Christ. Ade with the corner kick. Get in there. Someone hit it. I'm so surprised that Dejouy is playing. But you go, girl. And Wakali. Shackleton. I'm back. Luis Alberto just dropped back, but somehow it worked for him. Ade, it's apparently... That's a penalty, really? That doesn't look like a penalty to me. You know what? The light's so bad in the background, I might as well turn my... I'm going to turn my lights off in the background. It's just a waste of electricity. All right. Is this going to be a sec... Oh, wow. Things have very much changed for Arsenal. Wow. Torres. It's got even worse because Raul Torres is back for Titus Pétange. Awesome stuff. And that is half-time. So it couldn't have got any better for us in that first half. It's got really, really bad for Arsenal. Skoko trying to take a shot against his former club. That goes sky high. Got Luis Alberto, centre mid, looking a bit shattered. He can get changed quite easily. What we're going to do as the right-hand side of player, Ugarelli's all right. He's just like harbouring that yellow card that he's had from the 4th minute. He's got to be really bloody careful. I'm bringing on Michael Martinez. It's just a smart call. Ade's knackered. Modesto can come in for Dejoux. I think that we just have to do that. Maybe Ruben Gomez. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Don't mess about the centre-backs that much. I'll confirm, and if for some reason Arsenal decide to get an equaliser, we got 2 calls for extra time. Dejoux, to be fair, Dejoux is having a great fucking game. Dejoux. I'm going to call him Dejoux. Oh, it's Miklos. The really sick player. Great stuff. It's Dejoux again. Go on, mate. Is he a hidden centre-back? Where is your boy? Obviously, he's naturally a centre-back. Of course he is. But he's only 5'10". I really want him to be a left-back. He's got ridiculous potential. Keeps on growing. 24 years old now. It's not actually that old for a fullback. I remember getting it was a Brazilian player, wasn't it? That wasn't completely. Oh, who was it? There was a Brazilian player, a defender, that wasn't completely at it as a right back, but he turned into an incredible right back, really like mid-20s. And I can't remember his name. 88th minute, Arsenal corner. Oh, Harper just put it over the bar. Well, I think this has been really important to get this win at this time away from home in the Champions League. We're into another Champions League final. Absolutely thrilled. Of course I am. Of course I am. £10 million. We're going to the San Siro. Wow, it's still the old San Siro. They're not put in that they were going to rebuild that? Interesting, isn't it? Right, I'm going to go a few days later because I want to see what's going on with the Conference League, if it shows me. Luis Alberto's just signed a new contract, £115,000 a week. He's 26 now. I still remember him as a baby. Oh my God. It's scary how quick the years go on this game. Head of youth development's really scary because obviously Paul Wagner is amazing. Absolutely insane. Never had a head of youth development like this. I thought I had plenty of years ahead of me with him. No, I do not. He is 61 already. In a few years' time, I'm gonna have to find his replacement. How do you find the replacement for that? Go and try and find the replacement for that. Blondell scoring for City, setting up the final against his former team. Competitions. Drop it down a bit. I mean, they look very scary, didn't they? That is not the right attempt. Right, there we go. Just make sure I get it. Can simulate the match. And see the result. Which Luxembourg club is going to be in the Conference League final? Jeunesse de Esch after extra time. Mr. Sangare here. Abdoulaye Sangare with the winning goal. Big, big moment in his life. And they're up against Rosenborg of Norway. How about that? Right. Do we now have the game? Right, I'll click on attend for that match as well. Presumably, that game is before our match in the Champions League. I'm kind of scared of Manchester City, how much they just dispatch Real Madrid. Blondelli is going to be a serious, serious player for them. But I had to cut ties. We have so many serious wingers. Hey, 1,400 games in management. God, imagine if I could do that in real life. That would be magic. But it will not happen. No one will take a punt on this guy. Brian Ruiz, love it. I'm so happy I've done this. Usually I don't like having director of footballs and that. But I was getting so bogged down in contract negotiations. Quite rightly, we've got like 120 players or something along those lines. I think this will be the end of another grueling season in the Luxembourg League. 7-0 against Zeller. We're smashing it. 99 points for us this time around because of that one loss against Schiffelange. Zeller coming in. Schiffelange there. Looks like we've gained another European spot somewhere along the lines. Wicked. Okay. And with that, I think I'm done for this episode. Just going to quickly rush over to the end of May and start again. 36 minutes, this one. It's quite a long one. Cheers, guys, for watching. See you in a bit.